Alright, today's date is the 11th July 2021. I'm talking to David Harrington, DJ David H, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
That's what you go by. And basically that's why I'm here. I'm here like in DB Studios, isn't it?
DB8. 85 DB Studios.
85 DB Studios,
yeah.
like, yeah.
It's over here in Athlone, up in Byron Park. So.
And that's where you run you have a collection, you have a...
Yeah, so there's me, myself, Dean Kelly, Simon Healy, Kyle Moore, another fella, David Short, German Hanley, or not Hanley, it is German Hanley, sorry. We're all together as a group, a collective. There's a couple of other guys involved in it, and we came together. Dean is the guy who put it together, and he's like, right guys, we're going to get together as a group of DJs. There's nothing going on in the Midlands, nobody's doing that. Let's do something.
And that's what you're doing here now. You do live sessions on a Sunday and a Tuesday, isn't it?
Tuesday is the Eclectic live stream, and Sunday, which is tonight, is my Sunday Sessions live stream show. And I started that at home from my home studio, and we decided to bring it on to Eclectic, just going to get more views. Because the stuff that I was playing was also in conjunction with Eclectic. They do premieres for unreleased tunes and trying to get up and coming artists a chance to kind of get a foothold in up there online with everybody else.
Yeah, and talking to like you give a platform to producers of music, like.
Yeah, so we're trying our best, like, you know, to give the up and coming producer, someone who's not known to anybody, a chance to get heard, which is very, very hard to do these days.
And you've told me like people have gone on that got like agents now and people working for them.
Yeah, some people have gone, they got pulled, and you know, they get signed to record labels and things like that, you know, and it's great for them, you know. And like, we don't just do the Midlands, you know. There's a couple of guys from down south, you know. Nikoshki is one, you know, he's an Italian fella, he's living around it a long time, and he's thrown out some lovely tech house beats, and he's thrown me his music the whole time, and when I play it and it gets recognised, and then these Freeze Records down in south there pulled him, and now they're all working together down there doing something very similar to Eclectic, but on the other side of the country.
That's brilliant, like, and again we're here in Athlone at 85 DB Studios, like, and it itself is a great platform for yourselves, Eclectic, and any other groups to come, like.
Yeah, so Yarrick is the guy who runs the place here, and he's the nicest man you've ever meet. He's a family man. He's got a little girl there, as far as I know, and he's in and out doing bits whatever he can. And he's not just dance music; he's just hip hop, R&B. There was a thing, he did an outdoor event there yesterday, and it was lovely. There was about 15 people, all well spread out. He had a stage done, and they had like one of them rap-off competitions, you know, but it was post-ski rap and stuff like that. It was really nice, good vibes, everybody was really nice. There was a bit of a barbecue going in the background, and then he wrapped up shop, brought everything back in again for us then this evening.
I was just talking there for a while, like, and he was telling me the value, the price, and why you probably come here from Longford is like €60 for 4 hours, like, for a studio space. Like, you can record a song, you can master it with sound.
Yeah, he's got everything, like, so where we are at the moment is the mic sound booth. You know what I mean? So the guys are in here, headphones on, talking in the mic. Out the front there where we have the deck set up at the moment is a stage, but anybody can be there. Guitarists, you know, full bands, whatever you want to do. And he does it all. And he's got the inside in this room in here behind where you can see Yarrick is actually sitting down, and he's mastering what we're doing. He's making sure that the sound going out on our stream is the best quality. He's fixing cameras the whole time. You know, he's always making sure everything is best that it can be for us.
Have you been DJing like from early, were you just into the music?
I remember as a teen I was mad into rock, grunge, you know, just same as every teen. I was angry at the world and I wanted to rah, rah, rah. And then I went to Witness with one of my mates, and I remember seeing Faithless as the closing act in the first ever Witness, and I just fell in love with it. Just absolutely fell in love with it. I couldn't get the vibe out of my head of that standing there in the middle of a big massive crowd and just all of these melodies and beats, whereas I had gone from, you know, vocals with loads of emotion, whereas the emotion was in the sound. There didn't need to be someone talking or anything else. And over time I gradually got into the mixing side of it, because I could never pick up an instrument. I couldn't have the head of me to do it. Every time I tried to do frets on a guitar, it wasn't working. Every time I tried to do some sort of thing with drum, I couldn't keep rhythm. Just wasn't with it. And then I remember I went at, my friend had Technic 1210s CD, and there was hard house tunes, and there was just 4 beats, boom, boom, boom. And I remember just trying to put them together, and it started to come with ease. Then I bought my own cheaper version of them, and I was just rocking them the whole time. When I had kids, sold my equipment, left it alone, didn't touch it for years, and that was like, geez, I would have been 23 at that point. So that had been at it from 19, 20, up to about 23, stopped it, left it alone, and then I just remember, and I can always plug it, and always give it to him, fair play to him, Rooster. Big man for all the boys now. M Sykes as he goes now.
That's it, yeah.
Lovely, lovely man, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he is.
Instilled it in me, Dave, come on, get out. Come on in and play, I'll get you a gig. And I kept saying, no, I'm alright, man, I'm alright. And then another fella from Dublin, actually, Cormac Ketterman, and another lady here from Athlone, Claudia McCann, they were just doing gigs the whole time. And I was going to these gigs, but I just didn't have it in me to DJ anymore. Just whatever, it was gone. I didn't have time, whatever. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I had Claudia telling me, come on. I had Cormac telling me, come on. And I had Rooster telling me, come on. And then Rooster got me a gig in the Spoiled Tree as a warm-up. And I just played a half an hour before Gavin Flood. And I absolutely opened up the place. And I was just like, oh man, why did I leave it so long? And I just fell in love with it again. And from that point on, this was 5 years ago now. And from that point on, I just picked it up, started streaming from home at the beginning of the lockdown. And to be honest with you, I had a mental breakdown. Just took it. But boy, I wasn't working, so I'm sitting at home, and I'm not good at what I'm idle. Do you know what I mean? Like anybody else. And I was on my own, just kind of thoughts were mulling. So I just got engrossed in music. Went and put myself in debt for a massive set of decks, which you can see outside in the stream. And I was like, right, I'm going to use this to help me get to where I need to be. And I said, a lot of people don't understand. Music is medicine for me. And it's a big, massive thing. That's why I'm so passionate about it. Trying to get it out there, trying to get people to understand. No matter what I'm doing, no matter what's going on inside my life, when I'm standing in front of that, nothing else matters. It takes me to a whole different place. And when I walk away from it, then it's just like everything has been lifted. You know what I mean? It's all gone. I can go again into a new day with a fresh head and treat everything nice and calm, relaxed.
That's what music does across the board.
Oh yeah.
Like you're a teetotaler, and there are a lot of big DJs in the world drink green tea and herbal and stuff like this. But it has dance music has a bad reputation.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem, especially in the Midlands. It's like, oh yeah, stigmata, dance music, drugs, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? Me personally, I haven't been at that kind of crack for 9 years or more. Do you know what I mean? And I haven't had a drink in 7 years.
You just love the music, and it's a skill. It's not just something you just do. But even without playing, I still go to events on a regular basis. And I go there and I have a bag with me, and it's got some food in it, a bit of fruit for energy, and I get looked at like I've got 50 heads and I'm there eating an orange at a rave. But it's almost like a subculture now. But there's a lot of creatives out there where across the other side of the world they're making money. There's people,
It's a big, massive.
But here, just as you said, there's that stigmata.
Ireland has this big, massive blanket over it, and it's stuck in the fucking 50s. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, this is the way it's been, and this is the way it's always going to be. But the guys here give us the knife. So Neil Sharp and the guys there, he's literally up in meetings, not in the Dáil, but the York. So I'm not too sure. I can't remember exactly, to be honest with you. But he was up there, trying to push for extra opening hours for clubs in the evening times, maybe in the city starting out. I'm nearly sure it did, but then the licensing was going to be unreal priced or something like that. Didn't look too much into it. I'm not one for politics, but fair play to the guys that give us the Night Foundation. They're pushing it out there the whole time, trying to get DJs like myself the recognition and the respect that we deserve. We're here as a culture. It's an art form. We're trying to, entertain the masses. And people don't understand. There's a very, very big part of our population that enjoy dance music.
And it is an art form. It is a skill. Just with COVID and all that kind of thing, you have set up this thing where you do live feeds on Facebook.
Yeah, so it was the only way for us to get an audience, to give to them one audience. Never mind get one, to give to an audience. It was the only way for us to get our music out there, to be able to show people, that we're still here. We're not going to go away. This music is always going to be here. And if you want to chill out in your house and put it on there and listen to it, it's there. And you can listen back to it whenever you want to. And then, of course, as we were saying earlier on about the guys in their bedrooms through lockdown, like me, I was just playing music. There was fellas making it. And they were making it because they were stuck. They needed something. They needed to get their outlet. So then I was getting this music from these guys, and the amount of really good quality stuff that came at me during lockdown, I was just gobsmacked. I was overwhelmed. I was like, oh my God, where's this stuff coming from? Why is this stuff not in the charts? Why are these people not getting recognised? Because the passion is there. You know what I mean? There's a fella there, and the same as me, my head is melted, and he's in his tune, he's using all his machines, and he's putting it together, and he's every bit of emotion, every bit of, his soul is going into this stuff. And then you don't get 4 listens on YouTube, and that's what we were doing. We're opened up.
But ever since you've joined the A Collection, you've come top in these different charts.
Well, no, it wasn't just A Collective that got me up in that. I have my own DJ platform, so DJ David H, and I kind of try to push it. It's extremely bland for a name. It wasn't very inventive. I couldn't think of anything at the time. David H, let's throw it out there. So DJ David H, Facebook, DJ David H on Instagram, and I was just playing stuff like that. And I opened up a Mixcloud account because you can put up your mixes and you kind of sub-generate them, and they go into the charts via that. And it's a chart that lasts for 1 week. and it all based on the attention that your mix gets over that 1 week where you go on the charts. So it would have been the mixes I was doing at home in my room. Before I came in here to the studio with A Collective, I was putting their mixes up on a regular basis. So every 2 or 3 weeks, I put up a new mix. In the beginning, I was only getting, top 40, top 50, whatever. And then after a while, start getting up and up and up. So at least 6 of my mixes have gone into the top 10. The last 3 mixes have all gone into the top 3. 2 or 3 of them have gone into top 50 in the world, which is great. And it's lovely.
Very good.
But at the same time, no matter how well you do, it's still never good enough. You know what I mean? But everything being locked down, where could I go with it?
Yeah.
So now I have a portfolio, I have it all saved, I have all the information there. So when guys are coming looking for fellas to play gigs or whatever else, I can be like, look, this is where I was, this is what I'm doing. But as I said, it's going to be really hard.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And thanks for talking to me and capture that now before you become too famous. Now you won't talk to anybody.
Look, I'm not in it to be famous. I'm in it to entertain and make people feel good. That's it. Like, I love music and I want to show people how much I love it, and then hopefully they can love it the same as I do.
I appreciate that. Can you just mention again where people can see this? Just mention the Facebook page and Instagram.
So we've got a couple of socials there. There's A Collective, which is capital A, space, capital C, and then Collective. That's on the Facebook. You have us there on Instagram. We also got a TikTok. We're not really massively on it yet, but it's there. We got myself, DJ David H, Facebook and Instagram. And you got Dean Kelly Music, Facebook and Instagram. Simon Healy and DJ, Facebook and Instagram. And you got the likes of Create, which is Jeremy Hanley. You got Kyle Moran, it's David Era, which is David Short. He's the same, Facebook, Instagram. Then 85 DV Studios is where we're putting all our stuff out, guys. We will be holding small outdoor events in the future, so keep an eye on our socials, guys. As I say all the time, up the side.
Appreciate that, man.